Alright guys, so today we are going to be testing out the GP02A here. I just want to see how good of a support unit this overall is, because I don't know, I have a feeling after using it for a little bit, I'm kind of questioning myself to see alright, is this unit that good in some situation? So first off, we are just going to be hopping into its own event, and then after that we might potentially hop into some eternal role. Eternal role may be a challenge for this unit, but that's why we're trying to see how capable this unit is. I think the worst problem with this unit is right now they're just not a lot of teams where you can kind of put this unit into. I mean, you can definitely toss it into the rival category, but trying to make a decent team out of it is I don't know about that. Like, if you don't have a really good supportership, it can be pretty tough given the fact that the main thing is to use the atomic bazooka, right? That's kind of his main gimmick. Anything other than that, is attacks range or kind of what the heck, the EX weapon is I don't what's going on, what's the power looking like, what is that? Even its own atomic bazooka being this one, the range on this is why, you know. So trying to actually provide good support is kind of questionable, after kind of using it a bit. So I feel like this is definitely a support unit that you might just want to toss it up into the enemy space and just stand by, and hopefully one of your unit that has a longer range attack can just utilize this support attack, and that's kind of how you want to play around it, I guess. But yeah, without any further ado, let's kind of hop in. So we are going to be using the top as nail tag here. Because this one I can pretty much utilize is I guess just higher stats, so we can potentially just get better damage overall, and we are getting an extra 15% damage because we are using the event unit. So without any further ado, let's hop in. Alright, so we're in. Let me see what we can actually do. So we got GP02 right here. And let me see, we just toss in the atomic bazooka. Wow. So even with that, we can't quite kill. That kind of sucks. So the tougher enemies, we are looking at about 61k, while the weaker grunt, we're talking about 83. So because we don't even have any MP up, so obviously we don't really have the highest stats. So preferably, I think this would be his best spot, right? We gotta be right here. Oh, we can't even kill. We can just do that first. Do we just go for that first? I guess. Yeah. So the range on this is very limited. That's the problem. So it's either you're using the atomic bazooka being a weaker attack, or sorry, the stronger attack, or you're going in up close to use the actual beam saber EX skill or the weapon. So that's kind of the problem we are looking at. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna stand by everyone, because ultimately I just want to toss in the atomic bazooka. I just want to see what we can do. This, so we can kill this one, right? And we can further enhance our MP, so we can get some extra damage. So this is just to test, in this event specifically, what kind of damage can we actually do. So now we're up to 100k on these smaller grunts, and for the enemy GPU2 we're talking about 30k. So it's is that good enough? I don't think so, man. But it's nice, the feeling being able to take out everyone like that. It's a sweet feeling, I get that, but in practicality wise, I don't know, man. But that's pretty much what I want to show you guys. After that, let's hop into the rival tags, eternal role, and we'll see what we can actually do in there. Alright, so when they made the rival tags eternal role, they definitely have in mind using map attacks are like the best way to go about it, because we're talking about 43 enemies and it gets even worse down in this area. So let me see, I just want to see what we can do. But we are like, look at that, the damage even with the supporter ship still sucks, man. What do you want me to do? And look at that, we got a nasty durability support right there as well. So it's a problem. But with that, we can actually, you know, do a decent amount. But I would have just loved to take out some of them first to kind of get that damage boosting. So 7,000 power is pretty insane, man. I'm gonna do this actually. I'm gonna see if I can bait. I gotta. Oh no, gotta do this actually. I'm gonna have to bait one of them. Yeah, I gotta bait them out first. Yeah, we'll just do that first actually. Alright, let's go for that. We'll use Masters Gundam to do this, because I'm trying to bait out the second support. And look at that, we can't even use the support attack, because check out the range. The range in this one, especially this right here, it's only 4 range. So we would have to put ourselves either up in here where, oops, we can't get anybody. So, okay, but let's carry out with this first. I don't think I want to do that. Let me target. What about here? Okay, that's gonna work. I'll take that. I can't do this one. I can actually. We would do that. That's actually perfect. Okay. I'm keeping in mind this is not the correct way to do it. So if anyone's wondering, so if we were to kill you, dude, we don't even have the damage for this. Like what? Are you kidding me, man? Are you serious? No, we'll just do that. Yeah. This is sad. Alright, now we can do it. So we get a kill right here. And we get MP up. Come on, let's skip it. And then, oh voila! Okay, so after numerous attempts, we were able to clock this up to 49, just barely. Bam. Yeah, I think that's what they were intentionally made this stage for. I mean, like supposedly GP02 could take out one area by itself without using 4 units to help it out. So yeah, I don't know, man. I really like, if we take a look at this guy right here, just for an instant. Okay, we can't barely take it out yet because we don't have stat. We don't have any stat boost on the battleship, but okay, not enough. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to continue any further because of that. Because ultimately, even using the support attack would be pretty tough for this unit, right? I can do another attempt using, I guess I can hop into, let's say, the UC series for that one. Let me give that a shot as like an actual support unit. I want to see how it's gonna do in there. Alright, so this time around, we are simply trying to have GP02 act as like an actual support unit. Which can actually suck in a way, I'm not gonna lie. So essentially we would have to put GP02 right here, so we could use this right here. This will work as well. Yeah, this could work actually. Let's go with that then. Okay, we set it right there and do this. Go with that. Sway. And we'll put you guys right here. Oh, I don't even need the range boost actually. What am I doing? So that's gonna cover, right? Go with that, and we can do this. Bam. So in this situation, we can actually cover with the atomic bazooka as well. But the problem is we cannot use the EX weapon. But do you guys even want to use the EX weapon? Because the EX weapon kind of is low on damage. But the range I'm talking about the range. The range sucks. That's the biggest problem. Yep, can't use anything else. And this one does actually. Oh, you know what? This one would have been very beneficial to G-Crux because extra 30% to physical weapon damage. Ooh, that is something you don't want to pass up though, for sure. Because other than that, we are actually just duplicating everything, essentially. And this one is for beam. Yeah, kind of off topic, don't you think? Okay, that's not bad. So we did that much, and we will kill right there. That's good. Yeah. So that isn't too terrible. If you want to think about it like that. Okay, don't mind the other side because I'm not really setting them up, obviously. So we can just kind of stop. Oh wow, we can actually survive. But in a given situation, let's say if we were to use the actual EX weapon, we would just kind of situate it the same actually. We'll just kind of do this actually, right? Because it would cover that slot. Or maybe right here would work as well. So right here would be is designated spots. And then we would do this. It shouldn't use the map attack. Okay, I don't know. It shouldn't. But maybe it will. We'll see. I have a feeling it will use the EX weapon. I don't know. I have a feeling it might. So we'll definitely figure that out. Yeah, that works. That works. Bam. All right, let's see. Would it use the EX weapon? Please don't. It is. So for this situation, you cannot use it at this range because you're gonna get attacked. So as far as GP02 final dot, GP02 is to me is still a special weapon or a special unit, given the fact that it does have that pretty usable map attack. But I would definitely say this unit definitely needs dupes to boost up the base stat because like right now as it is, you can't really take it into the eternal role and expect to kill everyone in one shot. That's just not happening unless you have some other stat stake. Unless you just put into extra effort for this unit, it's not really gonna work. You can go the route of using like an actual attacker pilot. I think that's probably its alternative route to be actually usable. Because Gatua is so beside the stat 800 range stat, it virtually does nothing for this unit. That's unfortunate as it is, but overall the other support aspect of things, I'm not gonna comment too much about it because it absolutely sucks. Right. But yeah, overall, like after using it for a bit, I just kind of give it like this 7 out of 10 if I want to be generous a bit. So that's just kind of my opinion of it. It's definitely not one of the better one. Definitely not as good as like the O. I haven't used the O, but I wouldn't think it's better than the O. But other than that, that's pretty much it for me, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.